Hello Guardians, it's me, Hunter Gunslinger here, back with a brand new video. Today we'll be discussing the consoles guide for Destiny 2 and which console is better for you to play on Destiny 2 that you sees fitting. If you guys do like these type of videos, feel free to hit that like button. That's always much appreciated onto these videos. Alright, so go right into the Destiny 2 console guide. It's going to be available on all platforms. PS4, Xbox One, of course PC. PC is going to be released on October 24th, and the console is going to be released on September 6th. Now, the original release date was September 8th, but Bungie themselves see it as more fitting that it's getting released on September 6th instead of September 8th because of some server issues and other issues too. But they said it was just mostly about servers, so we'll just leave it at that. Just because the reason why they kind of moved it to September 6th, if I remember on one of the articles I read, is because of the servers going into the weekend, and some of them don't want to work on the weekend fixing the servers, so they put the game on the weekday. Now a lot of people were a little confused, why just make it September 5th and go from there? No, Bungie went it to September 6th. And a lot of people want to know what's the meaning of that date, but till this day, we still haven't figured out what's the meaning of that particular day that they picked September 6th instead of September 5th. I know there's a couple of games coming on Tuesday, but I don't think anybody can care less about those games that getting released. Now, the PC versions, it says, according to the Reddit user, like I said, I'm still reading his thing that he kind of like put together. It says PC version will block some third-party apps, including ones with overlays or that inject code. This is prevent cheating. This will utilize Battle.net for special interactions, also receive a in-game text and whispers. The minimum space requirement is 68 gigabytes. Note, not the actual amount on the release. So it says the minimum space required is 68 gigabytes, but he put a little note saying that that's not the actual release gigabytes. If you guys did see my video, but I will leave in the little eye icon, you guys can check that out. I showed you guys it's going to be like 38.2 gigabytes. That's why I showed it, and it just had a release, update release just just this morning at 3 a.m. So they had a little update. So hopefully that update will fix everything issues by September 6th. PC minimum requirements, in his opinion, is 4K. If you want to put in that sense, I think 4K will give you that good graphics. But judging by some of the gameplays that a lot of people were rendering in their videos and stuff, it seems fine to me. I mean, one person asked me that the video was at 60 frames per second. The reason why that video was at 60 frames per second instead of 4K setting is how the person rendered the video. I don't have those type of programs like Adobe Premiere that render it at 4K, because most of those people that play at 4K play on PC. I play on console, so I just stick with the program that I have. I don't really upgrade my program to this, to that, to make it, you know, spectacular. Like some people said on YouTube, like, you don't need those type of programs to make your channel, you know, blow up or make your channel perfect. So that's what I tend to do. I just stick to the programs that I have and just work with it. So that's why the PC version of Homecoming, it wasn't at 4K. You know, that I don't have those type of programs that, you know, render those files at 4K. So that's the reason why. Graphics, PC on cap 50 frames per second. Console is going to be on 30 frames per second. There's been speculation that the Xbox One X can render Destiny 2 at 60 frames per second, but judging by what Luke Smith said in an interview just past this month in June at E3, he said that Xbox One S will run Destiny 2 at 30 frames per second. Now, I understand why a lot of people are wondering, wait, Xbox One X said that during their campaign that they were, you know, showcasing their console, said they will render every game at 4K. And that's what they said during their marketing scheme. Like, every game is going to be running at 4K. But Luke Smith said, no, Destiny 2 is going to be running at 30 frames per second. So all consoles are going to be at 30 frames per second. 4K on PC and PS4 Pro. 4K meaning like the HDR rendering. Xbox One X is speculating. Now the people say it's going to render at 4K. It's going to look 4K, but it's not going to be at 60 frames per second. You see, there's like a difference. It's a little confusing. Even when I was reading some of the articles, some articles said it's going to render, you know, at 4K, but it's not going to run at 60 frames per second. It's a little confusion. They just put it at that. Console is going to run in at 30 frames per second. That is what it's going to render on. It's going to be HDA support soon after launch for PC and PS4 Pro. I will leave those links that he was mentioning about that in the description down below. And this next thing, we're going to talk about release times. The release time is going to be rolling out midnight, 12 a.m. Eastern time, which is going to be on September 6th, 11 Central, 10 Mountain Time, and 9 Pacific. Other countries will most likely to play early, like New Zealand, going to be playing on September 5th, so somebody's going to have actual gameplay. Australia, the same thing. Note, some speculation digital editions will be region locked for marketplace, the marketplace it was ordered in. Now, there was been speculation on some of the forums that if you email GameStop, they can send you out the email, you can pre-download the game themselves and all that good stuff. So whoever you bought your digital copy from, I will get in contact ASAP about preloading your game. Pre-order and digital bonus, you will get the Cohort Exotic Trace Rifle digitally, or if you pre-order at any store, the Kill Tracker Ghost, and the Salute emote. Digital deluxe, if you pre-order that, you will get a legendary sword, an emblem, and a gun emote. I didn't know that. Interesting. So next, it says details digitally means from Xbox Marketplace or PSN stores. Amazon is a bonus for Amazon UK pre-orders. GameStop and EB Games is bonus for GameStop and EB Games pre-orders. UK Games, Deluxe, and all that stuff. So yeah, pretty much. Kill Tracker and Cold Heart Salute will be available normally after December 5th of 2017. So if you I know where a lot of you guys are probably wondering, or some of you guys have friends are probably wondering about their digital orders when they pre-order at GameStop, EB Games, UK Game, or Xbox and PSN store. You don't really have to worry, that's automatically onto the system. But a lot of people were wondering about games, especially most about GameStop. Target, that's a complete different situation. Best Buy, I don't hear too much about Best Buy too much. The only two marketplaces when it comes to gaming is mostly like Amazon and GameStop and EB Games, or if you're in the UK Game. UK Game, I think they might be fine. If you're in the UK, you can actually get your game a little bit quicker, because it's, you know, Destiny's really big in the United Kingdom and the United States and other countries too, but they're really big in those two main spots. But if you have a digital, you bought your stuff digitally, meaning like GameStop or at Amazon, I will try to get in contact with somebody containing about your order in that situation, if you have any situation about that, because I read a lot of comments on the Twitter, on the Twitter feed, that people was like, I didn't get my email yet. Somebody said that they emailed GameStop and GameStop helped them out with that situation and sent their email code to download Destiny 2 really quickly onto their system. GameStop, if I'm not mistaken, I will find it, GameStop mentioned something that check your emails, we send out the pre-orders and all that stuff. I don't know how true that is. Somebody put that in my inbox feed, so I have to research it. But if it's really true, I will leave it in the description down below for you guys. If you guys have any questions or concerns related about digital orders or anything like that, leave them in the comment section. My best opinion, I would say, is to email that person or the company that you bought your game from about, getting your email code so you can preload Destiny 2 in time, so when September comes or midnight, whatever time zone you in, you'll be able to play Destiny 2. My name is Hunter Gunslinger. If you do guys like these kind of videos, hit that like button, and I will see you Guardians in my next post.